My name is Jack, and today I'm here to share the most devastating yet life-altering chapter of my existence. After more than 20 years of marriage, I discovered a truth that shattered my world. My wife, Lisa, had been unfaithful. What followed wasn't just a reaction to her betrayal. It became the turning point that completely reshaped my life. What began as a plan to celebrate Lisa's milestone 50th birthday turned into a calculated act of reckoning. Are you ready to uncover how the truth unfolded and what came next? Lisa and I had shared over 2 decades of life together, and I'd always believed she was my partner for eternity. I can still recall our first meeting with absolute clarity, the joy we felt as we exchanged vows on our wedding day, and the immense happiness of welcoming our daughter into the world. It seemed as though we were 2 halves of a perfect whole, seamlessly complementing each other. Like every marriage, ours had its ups and downs, but never in my darkest thoughts did I anticipate such an earth-shattering betrayal. Lisa wasn't just my wife. She was the cornerstone of our family, the person I trusted implicitly and loved deeply. As Lisa's 50th birthday approached, I was determined to create an unforgettable celebration. I envisioned an evening surrounded by her closest friends and family, an event to honor the incredible woman she was, or so I thought. I meticulously planned every detail, from the decorations to a heartfelt speech in which I intended to express how much she meant to me and how much she had enriched my life. But that vision of a joyous occasion disintegrated in a single, soul-crushing moment. It all started with an unsettling feeling. I noticed something unusual on Lisa's phone, a device I usually respected as private. Yet, something compelled me to look deeper. What I uncovered was devastating. A trove of messages, photos, and videos revealing Lisa's involvement with another man. The pain was unbearable. To make matters worse, this man wasn't a stranger. He was someone I once worked with, someone I had helped during a difficult time in his life when he lost his job. I'd extended a helping hand to him, and now he was intertwined in the betrayal that broke my family. It felt like my entire world had crumbled. My love for Lisa, my trust in her, and even my faith in the life we had built together were obliterated in that instant. Questions tormented me. Why had this happened? How long had it been going on? Was everything we shared a lie? My immediate instinct was to confront Lisa, to yell, to demand answers, and to release the anguish consuming me. But as I reflected, I realized this was bigger than a heated argument. The pain she inflicted couldn't simply be undone. Lisa needed to fully comprehend the magnitude of the damage she caused, not just to me, but to our entire family. That's when the idea struck me. Her 50th birthday would no longer be a celebration, but a reckoning. After discovering the affair, my emotions swung wildly between rage, sorrow, and heartbreak. Endless sleepless nights were filled with unrelenting questions. Did I feel this way because I still loved her, or was it the betrayal itself that was unbearable? Regardless of my conflicted feelings, one thing was certain. Lisa had to face the consequences of her actions. I decided to carry on with the birthday planning as though nothing had changed. I finalized the guest list, picked decorations, and even ordered her favorite cake. But beneath this facade, I was orchestrating something far more significant. The highlight of my plan was a slideshow presentation. The first part of the slideshow was filled with treasured memories. Our wedding day, family vacations, our daughter's milestones, moments that painted the picture of a joyful life we'd shared. It was a nostalgic display of what I once believed to be our unbreakable bond. However, the second half of the presentation revealed the stark truth. I included screenshots of Lisa's messages and photos that expose her infidelity. I swapped the original cake for one decorated with incriminating images of Lisa and her lover, ensuring the truth would be undeniable. The evening arrived, surrounded by friends and family, where the stage was set to reveal the painful truth. It was Lisa's 50th birthday, and she radiated joy, her smile lighting up the room. Laughter and conversation filled the air as guests celebrated alongside her, completely unaware of what was about to unfold. Taking the microphone, I tapped my glass to draw everyone's attention, preparing to give the speech I had rehearsed countless times. I began by expressing admiration and love, reflecting on the life we had built together. My voice trembled with emotion, and to the room, it seemed like a heartfelt tribute. Lisa's glowing expression, her eyes sparkling with happiness, only fueled the storm of anger simmering within me. The slideshow began, and the atmosphere was warm and nostalgic. The first slide showcased precious moments: our wedding, family trips, and our daughter's milestones. Smiles and laughter filled the room as everyone reminisced. But then, everything changed. The tone shifted abruptly as the screen displayed text messages and photos between Lisa and her lover. The room fell into a tense silence, heavy and stifling. Guests sat frozen, some looking away in discomfort, while others stared in disbelief. Lisa's face turned crimson. Panic etched across her features as she realized the gravity of what was happening. When the cake was brought out, the final blow landed. The design featured explicit images of Lisa with her lover, shocking everyone in attendance. Gasps filled the room, and the horrified expressions on the guests' faces burned into my memory. Overwhelmed by emotions, Lisa broke down in tears, burying her face in her hands. In that moment, the betrayal became undeniable to everyone present. I delivered the final act. Holding the divorce papers, I walked to Lisa and handed them to her. "This is the cost of hiding secrets," I said, my voice steady. The room was silent. No one moved or spoke. Lisa's sobs echoed as she crumbled under the weight of her shame. Yet, instead of satisfaction, I felt an emptiness consuming me. It was as though I had won a battle but lost a part of myself in the process. The hollow victory lingered as Lisa's family, especially her parents, voiced their outrage. They accused me of going too far, insisting that this should have been handled privately. But I stood firm. Lisa's actions weren't just a betrayal of me. They were an attack on our family, our daughter, and the foundation we had built together. This wasn't a wound that could be quietly bandaged and ignored. My daughter, however, stood by my side. She knew the truth about her mother's actions and became my pillar of strength during those dark days. Her support gave me the resolve to move forward, even when it felt unbearable. Eventually, Lisa admitted her mistakes. She expressed regret for her choices, but tried to blame my demanding work schedule for her infidelity. Her words cut deep. For years, I had worked tirelessly to provide for our family, only to see my dedication twisted into an excuse for her betrayal. She admitted the affair made her feel young and desired again, which only deepened the wound and destroyed any remnants of trust. Our divorce was finalized swiftly. Lisa accepted her role in the downfall of our marriage and did not contest the proceedings. When it was over, I felt a strange mix of freedom and loss. 2 decades of my life were gone, leaving behind a void I wasn't sure how to fill. But in that emptiness, my daughter became my guiding light. She was my reason to push forward, my anchor when I felt adrift. Looking back on that day, I often questioned whether my actions were justified. Was it right to expose Lisa's betrayal so publicly? Could I have handled it privately and sought a quieter resolution? At the time, my emotions clouded my judgment. Heartbreak and rage consumed me, and rational thought was impossible. Still, I know Lisa learned a lesson she won't forget. I'm sharing my story because I want others to avoid the pain I endured. Betrayal leaves deep scars, but those scars can also make you stronger. Today, I focus on rebuilding my life. Each day, I take steps forward with my daughter by my side, starting a new chapter. To anyone hearing my story, I offer this piece of advice. Prioritize honesty, communicate with those you love, and never settle for less than what you deserve.